sitting down and in a bar, and then having something to eat, and then 4 girls ran in, and then the fear on their faces ran in, and then next thing we looked, and then we seen people running up the street, and then one of the guys stood up, said, "Run!" So everybody was running, and then me stood there and got my phone out and recorded what was going on, and then a guy come running up. He had silver stuff on him, he had thing in his hand, he had something in his hand, and then somebody shouted police, and then within 30 seconds the police came. Then next thing you know, that they drawed the guns and they were shouting at the guy, and then shots was fired. He then fell down, and then within 2 seconds he stood back up. He then stepped over the fence, charged the police again, and the police then gave some more shots, and then he fell down again. And then that's when I left.
So did he appear to be carrying what might have been a suicide vest?
Yeah, it looked like something. He had something in his hand, and he was speaking about. I couldn't understand what he was saying. He was just shouting something. Pardon me. And he was going up and down the street, and then the police was like saying like stop. Must have been stop or whatever. And he kept on charging until in the end they had to shoot. They shot him.
You must have been terrified, and yet you stood there, watched this, and not only watched it, but as we'll see later on, you actually filmed it.
Yes, you're saying that now, but my partner now is going to kill me when I get home, because, you know, it was a bit crazy of me, but I just thought, yeah, you know, I was adrenaline, I think. It was just something, and I just put my phone up and I just started filming, and that was it. And then it's only afterwards when one of the other guys said, Fitz, come on, let's go. And that's when I put the phone down and went.
And I understand that one of your fellow coaches was very, very slightly injured. Do you know what happened there?
Yes, he got a ricochet on his leg, and they've just gone to hospital now, so it's a scratch, but we still have to just treat it as it's an injury. We're going to call it, like you said, a war wound now, so that's it really. Yeah.
But as a person responsible for young people, there must have been an awful lot going through your head at this time.
Oh yes, there was at the time. Just to get back to the hotel. Then once I got back to the hotel, just to check, just to make sure everybody was okay. I was banging on the door. At first they wouldn't open the door. They thought, who's that banging on the door? And then once they opened the door, the first group opened the door, but the younger ones, they was more happy that I was alive because they knew that was going out, and they was more happy to see me. So they was okay and I was okay.
But it's such an incredible story. I'm going to ask you to tell me that just sort of bit by bit one more time, because you came out of that bar and you saw this individual. And how was he behaving?
He was behaving like somebody who was on drugs. He was just going up and down the street like ranting, raving, and he was just. I don't know if it was all the ticket. I don't know, because he was just going up and down. And then when he took the first round of shots, he fell on the floor. And then within 2 seconds, I thought I was watching a film, one of them horror films. The guy just stood up, got back up, walked over the fence and started laughing at the police. And as he started laughing at the police, then he was walking to them, and the police started to step backwards. And then they shot him again. And that's when he went down.
And you could see something in his hand. Was he trying to give the impression that that was some kind of trigger?
Yeah, I think it was. It did its job. It made everybody fearful, and I think that's what they was looking for, and it was the wrong. So he had something in his hand, and you know, the first thing everybody kept on thinking, oh, he's got something, and that's why everybody was running.
But you didn't run.
No, I didn't run. I think it was just a genuine, and just I was just standing there watching it, and just it's only afterwards now, this morning, getting bed and then waking up now thinking about it. It's the rest of my family. When I get back home, I've got to face the music. So because everybody's going to go, "You're crazy," you know. But
Well, you stood your ground and the
Yeah.
police advanced.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I stood my ground. Just it was unfortunate that one of the guys got caught on his leg, but at least everybody what's with me and the whole judo group, everybody's safe. That was the main thing. That was the main concern for me.
Now, you saw a man get killed, but this was a man intent on killing others. Does that leave you with any kind of conflicted sense of being a witness to this?
I've never seen anything. You watch TV and you watch things on TV. You don't expect to go out and see it on your like that. I didn't expect to see it, and it's a shock. And it's a shock now. Like coming back, seeing it. The part what haunts me is how he stood up. It's like I thought I was watching a film. The guy just fell on the floor and then came back up. I think he must have been on some sort of drugs or adrenaline, or because to get so many shots he had, and then to get back up, I just so